A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Temple Owls and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with Temple's head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes.
And Coach Doctor.
The Razorbacks headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Owls offense to go on the attack first. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Tough day in that last loss. Threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. The give. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, in this crowd giving this defense some juice. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Taken down right away. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
2nd and long here. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. Can't get him to the ground. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get the corner. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Hands it off. There he goes. Defense comes up with a stop, and not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Trying to punch it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Woo-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts. Woo-pig, sweet!
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's past the sticks, and he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's inside, it's Morrow.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Temple lining up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Runs through the tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle, it's Platt. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Jackson will throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. And he smashes
oh my
his way
goodness.
home again. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Takes a handoff. It's Russell. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Selling the fake. Look out! And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Myers on the move. Doesn't get it there.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. That's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance in this one early.
Oh, it's blocked. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Drops back on first down. Finds his tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Complete. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw. That one's not even close. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Looking for the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. After one quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble.
Is this a new thing where everything's a fumble now?
And those are so frustrating. You're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Caught. Stop right there.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The handoff. He breaks a tackle. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, that play just took a lot of time to develop. The longer the quarterback held on to the football, the longer the time that strong safety had to just think, you know what, I know I'm supposed to be back here covering, but I'm going to go get myself involved. I mean, he shows you his speed as he was able to close the gap.
On the ground, it's Russell. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. And the Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking left. Rolls it in. It's a running room. Into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. On the return, it's Blunt. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Out wide left, it's Mitchell. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeps it on the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Turning it on! Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Temple lining up to punt it away. Looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Jackson will throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Runs through a tackle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for space. It's Russell. Powers through the defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Let's see what they've got on second down. Unloads it left. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Play action on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. And remember, he's already had 1 blocked in this game. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that lead grows even bigger.
This kicker is mentally tough, man. There are not a lot of guys that would have a kick blocked earlier in the game come out here and make that kick you just saw. That was awesome.
Coming out with it, it's Hardy. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And he
need some
is
luck.
snowed
I need
under.
some lucky.
Sacked at the 7. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Looks it in. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give. Makes one man miss. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the right. Nearly intercepted.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
The ride. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll run it. Crosses the 30. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the 1st down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 22 team, the Northwestern Wildcats.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Out of bounds at the 13, and that's just what the doctor ordered for this offense. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Jackson will throw. Under pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He's got an open man. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side is clapped. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Jackson gonna throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. From the red zone, looking for a space. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks the tackle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's got it on the run. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes them.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the pummeling has started. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. There he goes. The 30. Running inside the 20.
He's
and he runs
done.
in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, what I can see here on the Arkansas sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Off play action. Turns up, it's Russell. Oh, what a cut! Runs through, man. He might have some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. The Razorbacks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll go to the counter. Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You can see the little misdirection by this offense. Fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Uh-oh, look out. Shakes off the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Got to make the play on fourth. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the punishment has been extended.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Neutral zone penalty. Defense way over eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. On the run, it's Russell. Enough to move the chains. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jackson will throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking for running room. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Quick give. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd.
It's brutal. The off-season really get you.
As we start the 4th quarter,
And
it'll
that
take
one
a
right there,
pretty
you can check her
sizable
in-game.
comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run him again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Turns it loose deep.
Oh
And
my
they wanted it
god.
all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Leave.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Going to take a shot at this DB. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Leaves it in his belly. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the extra point was good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. So thanks to the defense, they take over. Big lead in hand and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. The throw. Out wide left, it's Watkins. Here he goes. At the 20. Touchdown Razorbacks. And the route is on. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Working the ground game.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Jackson gonna throw it. They're all over him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. There he goes to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Temple. The defense putting points on the board.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his 2nd fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know, as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll run it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. As we check in with Holly.
Well, guys, we told you the defensive front would be the story of the game, and it has been. They have been relentless getting after the quarterback, in control of that line of scrimmage. Guys just ran over the sideline after that last sack and said, they can't hold us. Let's see if they continue to assert their dominance here in this game. Back to you.
Gashes the heart of the knee. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the touchdown, Arkansas. And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Fires to the wideout.
You're not even looking.
What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Oh, got some room entered to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Blunt. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun. Pass to 6. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Might as well give it to him again. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us as the season